Hello, JCI USA. Welcome to episode 22 of Leadership Live. Tonight, I'm super excited to say that we have AVP Tricia joining us, and we're going to talk about some upcoming events that we have this week. And then we have our Senate President, Lawrence Pittman, and our Senate Admin VP, Ariel, who's also running for President of the Senate for 2020 and 2021 because they run July to July. So I'm going to go ahead and bring AVP Tricia on so we can talk about some of our upcoming events. Hey, Tricia.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just enjoying the great warm weather in Illinois.
Is it finally warm up there?
Warm, but it's just rainy right now. Next week's supposed to be really nice.
You know, I'm going to bring you some warm weather because I'm really good at that when I come up there.
Perfect. I like it.
So we have yet another busy week in JCI USA.
Yes.
We have Murder Mystery tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
And it's a brand new cast, brand new. We still have the same interrogator. Margot is going to be our interrogator.
It's called A Shelter in Place. Will see.
There we go. Hey, Ross, how are you?
I've seen the 2019 state presidents we're talking about.
I lost you for a minute there. I can't hear your voice.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I don't know why it keeps cutting out.
19 states, they are trying to.
So, and we also have, I didn't hear what you actually said because your voice cut out. I don't know if it's because you're sitting it on something.
Oh, let me,
as soon as you pick it up, I'm able to hear you.
It's my little stand, my JCI stand I got from JCI President Itai.
It might be muffling it.
Maybe.
So, and then,
yeah.
Now, what were you saying about the state presidents? We're saying what?
They were talking about how they are seeing who's going to do it, who's the murderer, and they were saying Carmen Sandiego, they were calling her.
You think it's Carmen? Because I think it's going to be Crispin. Hi, Crispin.
It could be Crispin. You never know about him.
So, yes, that is tomorrow night. And then we have this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, JCI Discover. It's a brand new training that's being launched only in the USA so far, correct?
I believe so.
And it's basically going to take over JCI Achieve and Impact, which have been great trainings, but we've kind of been doing them for a really long time. So this is going to combine the two, and we'll be able to do those. No Carmen here, only Mary Jane Faithless. That sounds like a guilty name. Ideal. And so then next week, we have a super exciting week. You're finally going to get out some of your awards.
I am. We're going to do next Friday night at 7 o'clock Central. We're going to do some awards via Facebook Live, so everybody can join on the Facebook Live and see some of those award winners. We aren't going to give out the top awards. Those are going to wait until the annual meeting in October. But we're going to give out a lot, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to get everybody fired up and celebrate some of those accomplishments.
Hi, AVP Chanella. How are you? All right. So, yeah, we've got a super exciting week coming up next week. And then, of course, as always, we've still got game night, Saturday night with Ross and Margot. And I hear that Saturday night is the most competitive at all. It's Uno, and I believe I saw where they were adding in phase 10. And then next week, of course, there's Insta Chat every day, 6 p.m. Central. Monday through Friday. And then Tuesday is also game night. Wednesday, I'm not sure if they're having happy hour next week because Emily's traveling. Okay. But we'll leave that one to be announced or not. And then I'll be doing Leadership Live from your house.
Yeah. When you come up to help with the awards.
Yes. So, well, let's go ahead. We see that I have President Lawrence of the JCI USA Senate. Let's bring him on and let's talk to him.
All right.
Hey, President Lawrence.
Hi, Miranda. Hi, Tricia.
Hey.
Great to see you.
Yeah.
How's everything in North Carolina?
Excuse me.
How's everything in North Carolina?
Rainy and hot.
Is it already hot? Like, I need to know your definition of hot. You're talking to someone who's Mississippi now.
It was 85 today. Okay. So
I'll let that slide. That is kind of hot, especially if it's raining. It's humid.
And so.
Hey, Michael, how are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Ross says, hello, President Lawrence. Great to see you.
Hi, Ross.
So let's talk a little bit as your role of JCI Senate President.
Okay. My role as president, pretty much like any role, is to oversee the organization financially and to share the movement with others. The Senate is the highest honor that a JC can receive, normally bestowed upon them by their chapter. In some cases, it can also be given out by their state organization, but it is given through the JCI, the international organization, and it's the highest honor. It's a lifetime honor. So every senator has their own independent member, so to speak. I would say what mine is, but it's a few thousand before most of the other current members, let's say. But it's unique number and it's a lifetime honor and it's given to those senators or those JCs that their chapter believes they have contributed greatly to the JC cause, to their local community, to their state organization, and to the national organization. So it's given as a term of endearment, but it's also a way of making sure that person stays around to give back to their JC organization. I would say the senatorship is like a life sentence. You are committed from that point on to work towards the JC movement and towards strengthening the JCs in their community and in their country. So yes, it's a great honor. It's one of the highest, but you kind of have them for life at that point in time. So there is no aging out of the Senate. Literally, you have to die to escape us. So, but the other part about the Senate, most of you have learned to, and you meet a lot of people around the country, around your state, and around the world. And you don't want to let those relationships go away just because you age out. The Senate, we foster friendship. It's in our motto between fellow JCs and fellow senators around the world. So it is there to keep those bonds. The other crucial element of our motto is to strengthen the JC movement. We are here to mentor. A lot of senators are here to help train the new JCs. When I say that, to teach them things such as life skills, parliamentary procedures, how to organize their business. And remember, there's a wealth of knowledge in these people. They are entrepreneurs, they are business leaders, they are government leaders, all bound up. If you check your local city councils or the state members, you can find a JC most likely in any of those positions. So they are there and to give back to the organization. So it's a great bridge back to your local communities. And we strive, and with work that Tricia and I have done to strengthen the bonds between the Jaycees and to the Senate, I think we have done. Bond has always been there, but we work extremely hard to strengthen it this year. And one of the great things by having the off year with the Senate and the Jaycees, we get to share two great national presidents. I do. I, we always have a fun spot for Tricia in my heart because she was my first national president on that level. But current President Justin and I are building those same kinds of bonds to further that. And so we get to share two presidents and to understand and work together and to develop the relationship more than coming in and leaving. But the Senate organization is here to enhance the Jaycees, to try to find out what we can do to strengthen the members that are currently there. We are by no means there to orchestrate or run your organization, to dictate the things I swore I would never say when I was a JC, but there is a lot of good things that we have done that we can embark or entail to the new generation. No one has better communication. If the COVID had happened when I was a local president, we would have been lost on the national and state levels because all we had was the use of the phone. So you had none of this modern communication. But we didn't have text messaging. We didn't have the communication ability that you have today. But
it was also
a lot of
outside.
We had a lot of face-to-face. So we can help you learn, even though we have more communication skills, I think that face-to-face ability is something, even when the people I work with, we need to work on and enhance that one-on-one communication and more than a text. But like I said, I've talked too much already, but I can take up all your time.
We do have a couple of people that have asked some questions.
Okay.
First off, Crispin has said hello, Lawrence, and to hello.
Hi,
and Ebony has said hello, and so has Nicole and Katia. But Michael Langworthy, he's a newer member. He's from JCI, Michigan, and he says he doesn't actually know the requirements to be a senator or how to nominate someone for the position. Can you talk about some of those requirements?
Okay, there is an application. You can either go to the Jaycees Senate, the US JCI Senate website. There's an application there, or if you have a state Senate organization in your state, you can go to that website, or you can even go to JCI, the international website. There's an application there. To get a senatorship, you have to meet certain criteria. You have to have served in certain capacities in your state organization and in your local organization. You have to have shared projects, been elected to some officers. It is a very elite status. Only about 1% of people that are JCs will ever achieve the senatorship. So you go there and look at those places, and you can download the application if you want to recommend someone, and that application is being forwarded to the international and the national office, and they will read through it. And if I don't want to say if so worthy or deemed so. If they meet the qualification, then they will get back in touch with the nominator that the person will receive a award, and they will work with you as to when you want to make the presentation to the individual. Usually it's very secretive until it's actually awarded to that person. Like I said, it's the highest honor, so it's usually done at a meeting, a nice event when the presentation is made. So,
And state, you should probably talk to your state. Like Michigan is Nina Badine is the president this year. So just in case they have special requirements as well in the state level.
Right.
mhm.
And yeah, so but the states that don't have strong senates, like for instance me, I don't know that I would have actually ever been honored my senatorship had it not been for my friends that actually nominated me for it, and luckily JCI saw that I deserved it or felt like I deserved it, and so, but I don't know that my state senate would have done it. Yeah. And so it's okay to go out if your state doesn't have on special requirements as well. That was something that President Lawrence and I were talking about just a little bit ago. Also, you have NVPs assigned to certain areas, just like you do with JCI. So I actually have reached out to my NVP, Donna, very often. She's been great this year. So,
But yes, and some states have what they call a lost senator program, because there are worthy people that, because their chapter is no longer around or their state organization is not as strong, but senators that know these individuals from years gone past will recommend and go through the process and have them recognized with a senatorship. So there are means on the state or national level to get people recognized if your chapter or if your state organization is not as strong or able to recognize the people. So there are other ways of recognizing individuals with senatorship.
I'm going to try and send Ariel this really quick.
I believe she was trying to get in. She texted me. She thought she was there, but
she is. She's actually watching the live stream. She's not in she has to go to this. I'm going to shoot her a message real quick. But now we also had Carmen. Let's try and type in Carmen now. She was actually asking about your year-end meeting. Has anything new come up with that?
Yes, we had to reschedule the meeting to the last weekend in July. So it will still be in Greensboro, North Carolina. It will be the 26th through the 31st of July. If you have registered, everything will be transferred. Hotels, we're working to get all of the hotel reservations transferred just as well. If for some reason that you are unable to make the July date, all you will have to do is contact the chairman of the committee, and they are going to they will issue a full refund of any registrations back to you. Their only thing is that you email them and not, because they've had people put a Facebook post on, and they would like at least an email or something more substantial than a Facebook post that you're not attending. They will not have any problem refunding the entirety of your registration, but they just want something they can print out and keep for their records when they do the bookkeeping part of it. So,
she's got one other important part of that question. She says, will you still have the beard at convention?
this is my COVID beard. I don't know yet. I've had mixed responses. I did not expect it to get to this point, but nobody expected COVID to last this long either. So it's growing on me, so to speak. So my barber finally said he will open back up next week, so that will be the key telling factor.
Ebony says keep the beard.
Oh.
I think you should keep the beard.
Oh, okay.
So, and Krista says the beard looks good too.
I guess they're saying cover up as much of my face as possible.
I don't know that they've actually said that.
No, so. I know both of those people. They would not say it, I don't think.
Oh, look. That was another Tricia. Oh, and she's gone. I thought we finally had Ariel. I hate that technology isn't working for her.
And she was more worried with me getting on it than.
And you meet everybody online.
Poor
thing. So, all right. Well, just to see if she give her a little more time to get on and to see if Tricia comes back, just because it is our 100th anniversary this year for JCI USA, I am trying to collect 100 stories. I was able to attend a game night with Illinois last week, no, 2 weekends ago, and it popped me up to like 65 stories. So I'm getting really close, but I would love to hear your why you JC story, like why you joined, obviously why you continue to stay, and what made you decide to run for Senate president, because usually there's so many of us that once we're 40, we're done. Or, you know, once upon a time it was 35 even. And so.
Well, I joined.
We got Tricia back. Oh, I lost President Lawrence.
Hey. It's crazy night. It must be the weather. It's storming everywhere.
My Wi-Fi has been messing up all day, so I'm actually shocked that I haven't frozen, or maybe I have frozen on y'all's side, but I haven't dropped any.
So did President Lawrence get his story in of why he joined JC?
No, he didn't. He just started. He said, I joined the JC, and then it's like he unplugged his headphones.
Uh-oh.
Ariel says her story is so good, so we want to be on to listen to her story.
When is she on?
She says she's trying to get on. I think she might be downloading the app on her iPad.
Oh, Ariel. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me log on my laptop. I don't know. My camera wouldn't upload. It was weird. So, but I'm excited about the Senate convention. There's usually quite a few people go to that. So
I really want to go to the Senate Bourbon Bash.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
But it's the same weekend as y'all's float trip every year.
Yes, it is.
I'm just gonna wait until I age out, I guess, to go to the Bourbon Bash.
Yes, I got to go to the winter BLD meeting in Florida. That was fun. They did a lot there, and it was in Florida by what the heck? I don't remember the name of the city, but it was by Nassau. So.
Oh wow, yeah, wasn't it at Mike Holiday? Wasn't Mike Holiday?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's like Hollywood, isn't it?
Well, it was further north. It was about 3 hours north of Miami. But yeah, it's by now. So it would have been cool to be there this week if the rocket would have went up.
Oh, yeah. Amy says she's never leaving. You've already drank the Kool-Aid.
Miranda, what's your Senate number?
78255.
Okay.
And yours?
69433.
See, that was another thing. Ariel says hers involved a guy. Ariel, we've got to figure out how to get you on here.
Senate number.
Do what? Oh, yes, Senate number. So he was talking about how people join, and then President Lawrence was talking about how she's back now. I think Peter must have back because he's in a new part of the house.
No, it's the same.
No, I lost power.
Oh, I said this.
Modern technology.
But he was talking about how it was an extreme honor and then only like 1% get in. And I was just given my senatorship in September at Corpus Christi. So if my number is only 78255, and we've had how many Jaycees in throughout the international level?
Right.
That just goes to show you how many they give out. So it is definitely an honor.
Yes.
Ariel, try Firefox and see if that one works. Firefox worked for IVP Chanela NVP.
IVP.
Yeah. No, it was NVP Sue, I think, that did it.
Lawrence, what's your story?
Oh, okay. I guess the way I joined the Jaycees was basically because my company at that time, a lot of companies required their managers to be civil-minded and join an organization. And so I was handed a list of different civic organizations and told to pick one. And I went to the different groups. I went to the Rotary, to the Kiwanis, the Civitan, and all of the animal groups, like they say. And all the members look like I look now. And so, and except for, I had a couple of friends that had tried to get me into the Jaycees. So I said, well, I have to join somewhere, and at least I know people there. And I had no intentions of doing anything with the Jaycees, but just have my name on the roster, so to speak. And I guess that led to my Jaycee story. Was the president at that time. I sat in the back of the room. As soon as the meeting gavel was banged, I was out the door to my real life. He cut me off one day before I could get out the door. He realized my company was a food manufacturing company, and we were getting close to Thanksgiving, and he kind of mentioned, asked me what I did. I told him. So he let me go that day. And then the next meeting I came in, and we had happy hour. So I would always get there in time for happy hour, and so he came up to me and started talking again about what I did for a living. And he had an idea for to help the needy with food drive and food baskets, and he wanted to give food to 50 families. And I thought he was looking for a donation, and I said, okay, yeah, my company can probably help you with some food donations and stuff of that nature. So I left it at that. the meeting started, and he introduced the food drive and said, "I'd like to have our new chairman, Lawrence Pittman, come up and tell us about it." And I stepped up and I looked at him, and they said that immortal words, "Don't worry about it, we'll help you." And so we were able to do over 200 families. And that carried over to what really solidified it with me was the Christmas drive for children. We again bought toys and stuff for kids, for over 200 kids. And it was one particular kid, our goal was we had Santa Claus to be there, but this particular kid, we were trying to get clothes and stuff for the children, have them pick out. But everything he wanted to pick out was for his brother, sister, or mother. And I said, "No, this is for you." And he said, "I don't need anything. I just want to get gifts for my family." And so I said, "Well, where are they?" And he said, "Well, I'm the only one they allowed to come." And so I said, "Okay, I'm thinking about myself and how other people are selfish and stuff like this." But he had to run to the store, and we had offered them a couple of $100 per child. And he did not want anything for himself. He was only thinking about his family. And I said, "This is what Christmas is about. This is what," and he taught me a lesson. And because of that, I never missed another Christmas project because that did more for my self in seeing what that little child was actually doing and what he had the true meaning of Christmas in his heart and in his mind. So that's why I kept doing, and that's why I became involved with more and more projects and doing more things, trying to capture those moments again of selflessness amongst people. And you get a lot of that. Plus, I started getting a lot of great friends around the country and around. So next thing I know, I was in for life, and I started to get persuaded to hold offices, and always with the saying that, "Don't worry, we'll be there to help you." And so that lie has worked with me quite often. But that's my story and why IJC, I guess.
It's all about being voluntold for that first project.
Yeah, we have a lot of great people that were tricked into doing something. Jaycees are masters at tricking people. And no one has regretted it yet.
Exactly. Your story is about like mine. Why I joined. My company made me join an organization too. So
I was going to say it sounds a lot like yours.
yeah. So that's cool though.
If we can get JC companies back requiring the civil activities, I think not just for the JCs, but for all civic organizations, I think it would help the country a lot.
Yes, I agree. My company pays for members, but they don't require it. So
even that would be great.
Yes.
They just pay for the membership.
Right. So.
Okay, so it looks like we have Ariel finally with us. I'm gonna see if we can hear her. It still looks like she's having problems with her camera. But at least we can probably just hear her. Nope. Ariel, can you hear us?
Oops.
We were so close.
I downloaded the app on my phone. That's the only way it works for me. I don't know why. It's crazy.
Yeah, so on iPhone or Android, you have to download the app to be able to broadcast. And you can't actually be the person broadcasting. So you have to just be a watcher. All right, here we go. One more time. Let's see.
Oh.
We've got a camera now. We just got to flip it. I see your disc. Can we at least hear you now, Ariel? Can you hear us?
Oh.
She might not have a front-facing camera. She might have to actually flip. Does your iPad have a front-facing camera?
There she is.
Ah,
Hey.
Ew.
Looks like she's frozen.
All right, can you see us now? Let's hear your story about this guy.
Oh, we can't hear her.
I don't think she's talking.
Have her back on.
We can finally see you, though. Oh, no. No, we can't hear you, but we can see you. We're happy we can see you, though.
Sign language.
Ariel, if you would like, I can have a, I know, I want to hear it too. I can do a one-on-one with just you, and maybe it'll work. I think she said okay.
Yep.
All right, I will definitely have you back on. I will get with you as soon as this is over, and we'll see if you want to do it right now. I'm game with that. I don't have anything else going on right now, but we can figure it out. She's showing not that she's not muted, Carmen. I can control her sound that she's not muted. So I'm gonna try and work with her real quick, and then we'll be right back, maybe, hopefully. But yes. Thank you, President Lawrence. Thank you, AVP Ariel. Thank you, AVP Tricia. We are going to try and come back because we really want to hear this story.
Perfect. Everybody have a good night. Murder mystery tomorrow night.
Yes. She's writing notes.
She's writing this letter. Hold on. She's writing this.
Good.
It is good. As long as it's good.
Maybe we could try this at our meetings also. No.
Her story of the is good.
We did just have Abdul that says, "Hi, I'm a Jaycees Senator, Abdul Nassar." So, but if any of y'all get a notification that JCI USA went live, it will be me and Ariel. We're going to try and figure this out. He is from India. Abdul is from India. Welcome to JCI USA.
Hi, Abdul.
He's proud to be a senator.
She's just trying.
We need to play Pictionary with her. Like, she's got mad skills when it comes to drawing and writing fast. This is good. I talk a lot, so it's a good thing that that we.
I was like, just call her and put her on speakerphone.
Yeah, we can try that. She's writing her little heart out.
Thank you. Love you.
I don't know, Ross.
Here.
Speakerphone is good.
I don't know, Ross. It might be. Hi, Sam from JCI Nepal. And yes, that stash of markers that we saw at the beginning did come in handy. Maybe she can tell us about the guy real quick. Aw, thank you. This is actually my favorite thing to do on Thursday nights.
Yes, me too. You can always see every week who's on Leadership Live.
Oh, so the guy broke up with her. All right, here's the story, just in case it doesn't work.
Dad. It's not salad.
She was dated.
He told me to get my life together.
I told him to get a life.
This is actually a great story. Krista says she loves watching it, and then Cousin Blair said, Ariel. Oh, well, tell JCI India happy birthday.
Little over to the left for you. There you go. He said you should just join a certain JC chapter.
I know. Ross says, I love the storyboard, Ariel. Thanks for being so resourceful. Ruby says, hello, I'm a senator from JCI, Ohio. Love Ariel. And then, let's see. Hold on. Let's see what Ariel says.
Another JC chapter.
He said, I'm not joining yours. I'm joining this one. So we have Shyam that says, ask her to touch on her screen. There should be an audio sign that will reveal to unmute her mic.
You told
So then
him.
she told him. So I can actually see her audio, and her audio is just not on. Is there a little microphone button on your screen at all? She's like, no, she's having fun with the markers. Yes. Lawrence, past President Lawrence says, Ariel looks so serious right now. Love her.
No microphone.
She's too into the story. She said no microphone. I'm too into the story. So Crispin says, I wonder if he is watching JCI Leadership Live. She says, so
he told her to join
from Hawaii says, aloha, Ariel. Unfortunately, we are having some sound issues. And she says, mahalo. Ebony says, this is typical Ariel, innovative.
Yep. I'm wearing my Honolulu shirt, actually, speaking of Hawaii.
Ah.
I noticed that.
I joined my chapter to meet a guy. Yeah.
But not the same guy that told you to join another chapter, because you said, nope, I'm joining this chapter, not yours. A cuter got that. Oh, okay. All right. But.
Uh-oh. There's always a but.
There's always. And it's always got all those dots after it.
Chapter president said.
Stan Fitchman says, hey, Ariel, finally found you. Inside joke. Sending aloha to you, too, from Hawaii.
I love Stan.
I love Stan, too. She's so into the story, though. We got to keep her focused. So we've met a guy. He broke up with her. He told her to join this JC chapter. She said, no, I'm joining that JC chapter. And the best way to get back is.
Here we go. Through
your voice.
Yes.
That's what the chapter president said. The best way to get back is through your voice. All right. Nicole Dapp said, thanks, Ariel. I needed this laugh tonight. Past President Lawrence said, keep up the great work with his creative ways to engage members. Logging off. Love to you all. Love you too, Lawrence.
Are you interested in Speak Up? Oh, there you go.
The president says, are you interested in Speak Up? You know, speaking of Hawaii, every time I've competed in Speak Up, Hawaii has whooped my tail. I said,
will that get back at him?
Was he from Hawaii? Please tell me you beat him and he was from Hawaii. Because Hawaii takes Speak Up serious. And they're great at it. Pay your dues and he'll find out. That's all right. So chapter president, pay your dues and he'll find out.
So she joined.
Michael Langworthy said, look at that marker. And Stan says, yes, they do take Speak Up serious. But y'all are really good at it.
Next thing, I was in a Speak Up competition.
I really hope this ends in her beating Hawaii. All of my love to Hawaii, y'all are just too good.
I won.
Oh.
On a story about him. This might get good, President Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
I said I love Jaycees. That my boss took notice. Then my boss took notice. I started doing mini speeches at work. Showed him the money.
Oh, she needs to I thought we were going to run out of paper before this, actually, before the marker.
Blue, my favorite color.
Mine's too.
So, she got the pay raise. So, I saw my paycheck increasing.
Stephen K says Ariel's going to run out of pages in that notebook.
Yes, she is. With more activities. I saw the value.
I Y'all, I think Ariel might win write-up tonight.
She saw the value of leadership training.
Exactly, Amy. It is an intense game of Pictionary. Like, if we ever play JCI versus Senate Pictionary, she is on my team because she can work that marker.
Jaycees allowed me to make mistakes. Exactly. We learn from our mistakes.
Yep. It's our safe place.
Yeah. Leadership,
Yes.
training, development. Teaching everybody how to do new things.
I'm so glad I did my.
So that I could be the go-to person at work. Yes.
Same. It's like her story is just like mine, and Lawrence's is just like yours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except for I didn't win. Speak up.
You never looked
back. Yeah, I didn't win. Speak up, and it's crazy because I talk a lot just like she does. But yet I can't win. Speak up. But I also was competing against Hawaii. You can't compete against Hawaii.
Only forward to be the best.
That is right.
And working with the Jaycees, I believe. And the guy. Yeah, I was going to ask about the guy. Well, yeah, we went to Juicy Gossip, Ariel.
He probably quit the Jaycees.
He couldn't handle it.
Nah.
She was succeeding too much. He sends her a Christmas. Oh, that's good.
That's so sweet. I expected far less from this guy. Oh, she says,
Yeah. I told him.
Told him to give a campaign donation.
I like it.
She is absolutely not. We're long lost sisters and we don't even know it.
Silent.
And he has silence. So Michael says, personal development is the reason why I continue to be a JC and the cool connections I have made across the globe thanks to JCI. It's absolutely the truth.
Yes.
But the best
thing he ever did.
Best thing he probably ever did was break up with her and look how far she came.
Made her be a JC. Tell me about the JCs. Life is good. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, Mary.
I love you.
This is great. So I am definitely going to have you back on one night. Thank you. Thank you for coming. This was actually a really fun leadership live. This actually turned into being a really fun one. And so I don't know if y'all know Anthony Coletti or not from Illinois, but if you don't, he has tried to have the longest time on Leadership Live because we did like almost a marathon. I think we were at like an hour and 20 minutes, but y'all almost beat him.
You know, Anthony loves the Cardinals. True statement.
So
Text here soon.
I really do.
Okay.
But we have kept JCI USA on for an hour, and I have kept the three of you for an hour. Ariel, thank you, and your massive skills. You can find more information out on the JCI Senate. Go into usjcisenate.org. Ariel has a campaign page. It's Ariel 2020. She is constantly sending great updates, and yes, Ariel 2020. So, Ariel, can we send him a thank you note when you're installed as president? This could be a feature at conventions, storyboards with Ariel.
She says, sure.
She says, sure. There's NVP Donna. We were talking about you earlier, actually. So, yes. So, all right. Well, we will let everybody off. Next week, we will have Leadership Live with State Presidents Sarah Austin and Buehne. Patrick says, this improvisation is epic, so truly the Jaycees. We do what we can in a pinch. So,
All right.
We've got one more message from Ariel. She said, yes.
It was great.
It was. Thank you so much, President Lawrence, for giving me an hour of your time tonight.
No problem. At least I did not have to follow Ariel.
That is true, because that's a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
And she says, service humanity is the best work of life, always. So, all right. Well, thank you, JCI USA, and we will see you all next week with President Sarah and President Buehne from JCI Michigan and JCI Minnesota.
Thanks.
Talk to you all then. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.